Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. One of the good things about investing in crypto is the plethora of choices at your fingertips. Now, you can actually make several what I call funds, which are really just diversified portfolios in any specific category. And today we're going to look at metaverses, play to earn, basically play to earn gaming that's creating a universe that you can play virtual reality in. Now, when you actually look at such metaverses, you obviously want to look at the development team because if they don't have a good development team, the game's probably not going to be very good. Social media mentions Twitter followers and things like that. Yes, I know it might be kind of weird to think of Twitter followers as such an important gauge for the success of a project. But in the case of metaverses, that is exactly the case. Why? The more followers you have when you launch, the more hype you get, and the more people that will actually join your game. The marketing is very, very important. I would say the marketing is just as important as the development for these certain projects. So you'll definitely want to look at which coins are doing the marketing right, which coins might not be doing as much marketing, and things like that. Because if coins aren't actually doing that much, if these projects aren't doing marketing but they have a great game, still no one might play. This is not a case if you build it, they will come, because there's so many games out there and many of them look quite good. So we're going to look at maybe 6 of them, and this could be a start of your metaverse fund, as you will call it, because you can definitely include more than these 6. Just kind of like spread your money out. I would probably put equal amounts in any of these 6 because let's face it, when you do something like this, there are going to be winners and losers. And the whole point is the winners are going to more than cover for the losers. You're not going to be able to get everyone right because you don't have a crystal ball and you can't see the future. So let's actually go over 6 of them. This might be what you start them at. You start out your fund at. Now, I did not include Axie Infinity in the 6 because what I heard was Axie's player base is dropping, and I don't really know if I would really include Axie Infinity because it's already a top 20 coin, and the potential I think is limited. And I still think there's a decent amount of risk investing in Axie at this point. So we're going to start with Alien Worlds. Obviously, space metaverse, very big, 67.8K followers on Twitter. And the metaverse itself actually looks pretty cool. This is actually fairly well known. It's actually ranked near the top for a lot of the metaverse, and I think I think it's actually got a pretty good economic system. It's obviously play to earn, and you can have you can mint and trade and play for NFTs. And I think the economic system is fairly well established. Obviously, they're still developing the game, and there's a lot of people to actually interact with. So Alien Worlds, definitely something that you want to actually keep an eye on, and basically you will want to read about the game, the art history and lore, and the tokenomics. Obviously, it's very, very complicated. 6 planet DAOs, Planet Binance, and daily Trillium allocation of planets. These are all ways you can earn. So it's a pretty complicated system, but I think for a complicated metaverse, you need somewhat of an interesting system to keep people going. So Alien Worlds, definitely one that you actually want to look at. Now, a lot of these coins, you will only be able to get them on DEXs. They're not going to be extremely large coins. Some of them will be on the centralized exchanges, but I think a lot of them you will be able to get on Uniswap or SushiSwap or PancakeSwap. So you got to watch out for that as well. So it looks like it has a very interesting tokenomic system. There are miners going. So it's a very active system and should be one that could survive and really thrive in the upcoming bull run, especially when play to earn gaming is definitely going to be hot, whether in the bull or bear market, because people are going to be really interested in these things. Second one is Mana. Now, Mana Decentraland has been one of the longest running on. I can't say Decentraland has the best graphics, but it does have a pretty vibrant community. The land in Decentraland has got up to crazy prices, and I still think there's a very, very good player base. Mana also, being not in the top 50, still has a lot of room for growth, and being one of the first, the player base is fairly large. So Decentraland, this is also one of the coins that you can get on bigger exchanges. So it's not all on DEXs. And you can, I think, get it on Binance. So that's one of the advantages of Mana. I can't really say the graphics look extremely spectacular. There's definitely games with better graphics. But, the world honestly looks pretty cool. So Mana and Decentraland. The third one, VeChain project, now Polygon project, is Vulcanverse. Now, I know the land in Vulcanverse has gotten really, really expensive. They have a forge, they have an arena, they have battles, and there seems to be a pretty vibrant community. So, and the market cap is not too high for this, so still a lot of potential here. Now, like I said, a fund is like a combination of these 6 coins, or possibly more than these 6 coins if you have other coins that you want to include in this fund. Don't want to go all in on any one of these coins. Like if you have, like, say, $6,000, put $1,000 in each, because I'm guessing at least one of these 6 will actually fail, but the others that succeed should more than cover for the ones that fail. Honestly, out of the 6, if only one of them succeeds and becomes super large, you'll probably make money even if the other 5 fail, especially if you get in on these early. And right now, besides Decentraland, I guess like the rest of these are actually fairly early in their adoption. Even Decentraland, not being a top 50 coin, tons and tons of potential still. So Vulcanverse is another one you will actually want to look at. So that's really, really cool. The next one you want to look at is maybe Alluvium. Yes, Alluvium. Alluvium seems to have a beautiful, beautiful metaverse. You can actually buy ILV. It's on Binance, Sushi, KuCoin, 1inch, OKX, and CoinSwap. CoinX. So unless you're in the United States, you'll probably have to use one of the dexes. Otherwise, you can just get it on Binance. Another advantage. I don't think OKX is available in the United States either. KuCoin actually is. I've heard people have some problems with KuCoin, but graphically, this looks very beautiful. You can fight your creatures directly for ETH, so you can actually earn ETH off this game. Definitely, they're still hiring developers. They're still building. You can actually buy land and do things like that. Definitely a lot of chance for earning potential on Alluvium. The next thing is going to be this Blocktopia thing. Now, Blocktopia was actually mentioned to me yesterday. They're staking and there's NFTs, and there's a light paper if you want to read. Now, Blocktopia is basically a city. BitBoy is obviously in the city, as are some other crypto influencers. I'm not in the city. They're not really paying me to do this. I'm just doing this because it's an article on blockchain games. So this one you might want to look at. It is kind of new, and that means there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of pitfalls, but the actual city, the actual building actually looks pretty cool. Now, myself, I don't have time really to play games. I'm pretty busy all day with both the crypto and the fishing and all that stuff. So I'm not going to be taking too much part in any of these metaverses. I did play Gods Unchained for a while, but I haven't played for a while as well. But, these metaverses actually look very interesting, and it can be very, very immersive for gamers. And gamers are willing to spend a ton of money on these metaverses. So there's going to be a lot of investment coming. This one honestly looks pretty cool. Go to the blocktopia.com website and you can actually check it out. Definitely something like this has a lot of potential as well. Now, another one that I actually was looking at that could be pretty interesting upcoming, but it's not there yet, is this Neopets thing. It's not quite out yet. So it's like the Neopets metaverse, and they're actually just developing it. This is one that you actually want to keep an eye on. No, it's not as big as like Pokemon. If they made a metaverse with Pokemon, dude, if they made a metaverse with Pokemon, it's like game over, man. But the Neopets metaverse, Neopets was pretty popular back in the day, and I think people have nostalgia and basically come back to Neopets. So this is something you want to keep your eye on. There is a neopetsmetaverse.medium.com. Maybe follow stuff on there. I don't think this is available yet, but it might be available sometime in the future. Only has 162 followers right now, so it's not really that big. So those are I guess like the 5. I said 6, but it's really 5. Like Blocktopia, Alluvium, Vulcanverse, Alien Worlds, and Decentraland. Like if you want to start a fund, those are the ones that you might want to look at. Obviously, there's many other kind of like metaverse coins out there. If you like one better, include it in your fund. Remember, the key is to diversify in several of these metaverses. Don't trap yourself into one and basically just have to ride it. If you get into 5 or 6, probably one of them will succeed, as long as you confirm that the developers are still there and good, and that like they have a good following and the metaverse is fairly active. You can also feel free to switch between, if you don't mind the fees of trading, you can also feel free to just like switch between metaverses if you see one that's new, hot, and upcoming. Just keep your portfolio diversified by at least 3, but probably best 5 or 6 of these metaverses. So hopefully I've given you an introduction and maybe like a kind of like a starting point of like which ones you want to put a little bit of money in. And I do believe that this is probably one of the sectors with the most potential because the gaming market is huge and gamers are willing to spend a lot of money. I mean, just look how much money League of Legends makes on skins. And those are skins that don't really affect in-game play. Now, if you're going to look for NFTs that really affect in-game play and like basically determine what your character is, that could be massively, massively huge. So this is a big blossoming market that will continue to grow in the bear market. So you might hit one of these gems. So definitely take a look at this if you're interested in crypto investment. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.